going to dinner, babe.
Where?
We're going to Brick Tops.
What city?
In Nashville.
In Nashville.
In Nashville. And we're going to go meet up with Terry Wayne and Reba Rambo and Billy Gaines. But we're gonna have fun tonight.
I'm always having fun as long as I'm with you.
Schmoozer, I love it. So, we finally made it.
I'm very excited to introduce to you BJ Pons.
We welcome to the music set BJ Pons.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
One of my very favorite singers. Miss BJ Pons is with us today. I didn't know you wanted me to know.
When you go through different things in life, God uses sometimes songs and sometimes something someone says, whatever, to really grab your attention.
BJ Pons was a member of the praise team at Jimmy Swaggart's church for over 24 years.
I told the Lord that I would only use this talent for Him, and I have always done that.
Almost at the studio. Day one. So excited. Can't wait to see what we're going to do. And yeah, didn't get much sleep last night. Our bed had a huge hole in it. like I could sit down in it like a nest. So I did not sleep well. But we're going to change rooms. And so can't wait. Talk to you guys later on.
Hey, sweetie. Where are we at?
We're at Godsey Media. I was trying to see who was yelling. At Godsey Media Studios in Nashville. So excited. Day one. Can't wait. Pretty good. All right. You ready to go in? See the song.
It's awesome to see you. You're a world traveler.
So good to see you. It's been a minute.
We're on camera, so nothing.
Yeah.
Watch your language.
I will be very careful of what I say. This is really beautiful.
My friend Paul Secord is working with Godsey Media Management. My project is actually being recorded at Godsey Media Management. So I'm excited because they're fairly new, even though the folks that work for them are not new to the industry. It's just a newer studio. So I'm so excited to see what we're going to do. This is the first time I've ever done a project in Nashville. I've never done one in Nashville at all. I chose Nashville for two reasons. One is when I met Paul, I loved his heart. I loved his desire to not just be in the industry, as they like to say. I'm doing the fake quotes and you can't see me, but and people are very focused on, getting status and things like that. Paul's heart was ministry, and I love that because that's my heart.
Trying to learn songs, kind of on the fly and hearing them differently than ever before.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
But I'm enjoying being here.
Yeah.
Glad I got a chance to meet you. I didn't know if you would be through here.
Yeah. I'll come back through.
No, this is not my first rodeo. It's not the first time I've ever been in studio. I actually have 12 CDs out. I believe it's 12. I did a couple with Jimmy Swaggart, and then I have several that I've done on my own. So this would make number 13. Wow. Number 13. So no, this is not the first time I've ever done a project.
Come on and bless God with me as we welcome to the music set BJ Pons singing Count on the Cross.
Praise the Lord. You can count on the cross when you can't count on anyone else. Amen.
We've all faced days of uncertainty, disappointment and regret.
We do have some of the top Nashville players playing on this project, so I've never sung with them, so I'm just believing that God's gonna make everything really mesh together and work really well.
Well, I just know I can't hear the sound yet.
No, but we're about to.
We're going to
It's
answer
gonna
the
happen.
musical question.
Okay.
Can
Well,
you hear the sound?
thank you all for being here today. It means a lot. We're going to work hard today. We got a 4-hour block and we got a 5-hour block. And got a lot of stuff to muscle through. BJ's our artist for most of the day. Toward the end of the day, we have 1 or 2 that we would like to do with Danny Daniels and other guys coming in from out of town. Super simple songs. I helped him write them. I know they're simple. so they're easy. So anyways, we get through those. Man, that'll be a knockout day. Okay. That's our mission today. And
I
here's
have
the
one
first
question.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Jimmy, you said Jimmy Swaggart.
Mm-hmm.
It is the gospel-y thing, but it tends to lean towards the Southern gospel side of things too. Is there a mixture of that?
There is a mixture of
Okay, all right. Good,
Yeah.
good.
It's a pretty good blend here. Some of these songs, I mean, as a producer, I want all the songs to sound like they fell off the same bus.
Sure.
Yeah. But some of them are going to maybe lean toward our gospel.
Working with Paul Secord and Chris Thomas was pretty cool. I've had producers before and been in studio pretty much all of my adult life. This was the first time that I actually really had my hands off. I didn't just want somebody that just wanted to make my voice sound good, sell records, put it on the radio, blah, blah, blah. I wanted someone that knew my heart and believed the way I believed. I chose this studio because of that, because of what I saw in him, what I heard from him. And so I probably would not have really even used Nashville if it wasn't for that.
Make yourself at home, am I right?
Yeah.
Mercy and hope is rising. We've all been.
Yeah, we've all been.
Okay. Left out in the rain.
Yeah.
Right here in this place, the sun is. Okay, so there's like a.
I love being in studio. Now, it is totally different than live singing. It's really a challenge for me to be in the studio. I have to be in a different mindset, and I have to, I'm very aware of every wrong note and every weird sound that comes out of my mouth. So the studio is totally different, but I love the challenge.
He loves us. That's how much he loves us. Then he has shown us what it means to trust. That's how much he loves us. He gave his life. That's how much he treasures us. He became our sacrifice. We could never say enough.
My main desire for ministry is to minister to women who have been through abusive situations, because I have dealt with that in several different levels in my life. And so I really felt like God was calling me to encourage them that they too can make it through the abusive situations, come out the other side, and be used of God.
Welcome to Atlanta Live.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here tonight.
Woo, we are excited because I tell you, God is using you. You are so compact and adorable, and all that power is coming up out of you. That's nothing but God. Tell our viewers a little bit about your story.
Well, to kind of put it in a quick little nutshell, my story is not unlike so many others, which is unfortunate that there are so many out there with the same exact story that I have. Molested at a young age, went into foster care for a short time, and was raped while I was in foster care. And you know, when you're in foster care, you already feel like nobody's listening, nobody's paying attention, and so you know, I did not report it, I just dealt with it. I accepted the Lord at a very young age, and I walked with the Lord, but when I got into my teenage years, I walked away and started seeking my own way of life. And it took me down a bunch of really wrong roads, and one of them was I married a man that I was totally counseled against for years by many people, and I ended up getting married, and it was an abusive marriage for 15 years. But see, the mercy of God was in that. You know, the Lord blessed me with several beautiful children, 3 of them, and who are giving me beautiful grandchildren right now. So I want to just plug that real quick. But, you know, His grace and mercy through that, He showed me, He taught me, He led me into a place where freedom existed, which I didn't think existed beyond that. You know, I just thought, you know, I'm in this pain, I'm in this situation, I will never get free from it, I will always have the nightmares, I will always be burdened with this. And God showed me, no, you don't have to be burdened with this, you don't have to carry this your entire life. I can free you from this. And as I travel around the world, I meet one woman after another woman who have carried these same exact burdens and problems and secrets their entire life and never experienced the freedom of God, and realized that they could live a whole and complete, happy, joyful life.
You're trying to place the tone and the pitch in your vibrato, because I literally heard a difference between a no and no. It's like a brighter sound when you have a vibrato. So smile a little bit, just feel it and push that air from your support system. You know, drive down. If you got to put a fist down, you don't know where you are. Because when you get up in the higher register...
This time I decided I was going to give the producer more lead, you know, give him a chance to really give me some ideas so that I would think a little more out the box. Both Chris and Paul did that. They made the atmosphere very easy to step into and do, you know, what I do. There's a branching out that Nashville would bring to the table, just a little bit of a different sound that would bring me a little bit more out of my box, because when you use the same studio a lot, you tend to stay inside your box. Everybody stays inside their box, and you get the same project over and over again.
It goes beyond the highest star, the highest star.
I need to hear a little more of her.
No problem.
She's very faint. Okay.
So yeah, we're on the right track. I'm gonna punch that again. Same area.
If he runs to the weary and renews their strength, then he has shown us what it means to trust. That's how much he loves us. He gave his life. That's how much he treasures.
Being with Billy Gaines in the studio was just like amazing. Everyone that was in there was just amazed when he opened his mouth. Just the silky smooth, beautiful tone that came forth was just amazing. He, as a person, is just, super sweet and quiet and humble type person, so he was easy to work with. He was very accommodating in every aspect. If we asked him to do it, he was going to get it done, and he was going to, work at it till he got it, right. And so it was awesome. It was so awesome. It's so funny every time someone hears him sing that's not familiar with him. Their reaction every time is mouth open, jaw on the floor. Wow.
That's how much he loves us. That's how much he loves us. That's how much.
So I really enjoyed having him. He was really cool.
Chopping onions. Chopping onions. Weird.
Once I post alignment on that.
Yeah. So Chris will vocal line everything. So like words start and end together, consonants, S's, all that stuff are together. He'll put a light tuning on it, and we'll go through and comp it. If there's because we got 2 or 3 great takes of each phrase, and if there's a phrase that's just not popping like we want, then we'll throw another one up in there, and so we'll comp it, align it, tune it, and we do all that before we hand it to Steve to do any mixing. So then he goes through it and makes it sound like an album.
Yeah.
Which is his thing. So we took longer to do that song. An hour to an hour and a half is normally a vocal session, for one song for a solo artist. But that's a special song, and it was our first of the day. We were just really getting into it, and we had Billy here.
And 2 people singing too.
Yeah, exactly. So we kind of doubled up, but so it was a little slower. But I think we captured some real moments in that song, some real beauty in there. So I feel good about that. If you do.
I feel awesome.
I also feel really good about taking a break to eat some food because this doesn't happen. This takes some hard work to keep all this together.
Well, we just finished. We had a long day, but it was great. It was a great day. Billy ended up doing 2 songs instead of 1, and man, it was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. It's going on 10 o'clock. My voice is just wore out. Give my voice a chance to recover, my body a chance to recover. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. We wrapped up this session and we were all set to go. Then an alert popped up on my phone.
10 o'clock, National Hurricane Center pushing out its first advisories on Tropical Depression 9. This tropical depression gaining strength here over the southern Caribbean. It is expected to continue to strengthen.
So my husband and I, we got back on the road as quick as possible to get home to prepare for the storm. We're riding home and all of a sudden we're listening to the radio and it's this is going to be a really bad storm. By the time we got home, the forecast was showing it as a direct hit on Baton Rouge. So my husband was like, no, we're not going there. We're going to stay home. We're still going to get some pretty good winds, but it won't be that bad. There's our update. So we're staying home because it's actually going to be worse in Baton Rouge than it will be here. I actually live right here. So we're still going to be in the rain and wind, but not like Baton Rouge is going to be in rain and wind. It's nighttime, but I'm still trying to see out the door. And while I was looking out the door, a big gust of wind came and it scared me. I slammed the door. I ran back up against the wall. And before I could get to that far wall, the tree came through the house and through the ceiling and missed me by just moments, literal moments.
Hey, not sure if this is going to go through or not. We have very little cell phone service, so just wanted to try. So we ended up with a tree on the house. Hold on. Kind of a mess. But nobody got hurt. Everything looks fine. The tree went all the way across the house, so we have leaks in some other rooms because of it going through the roof, but it didn't go through ceilings, so it's just leaking. So we got a mess to clean up when time comes. Scary night, a lot of high winds and howling and trees all around us falling. It was different. I will definitely leave the next time a hurricane comes my way, for sure. But, God kept us safe through that whole ordeal. So I'm thankful to what God did in that. I am so thankful that God gave me this opportunity to record in Nashville. Every singer's dream is to, record in some famous town that is known for their music, whether it's Nashville, Los Angeles, or Memphis. Driving there with my hubby beside me was awesome. We got to talk and bounce some ideas off of each other, and he was there in total support of me the whole time. And it was just a wonderful experience from the beginning to end. I had to laugh because the devil's always trying to throw me off and, discourage me from doing what I do for the Lord. And you know what? Not even a tree through the roof is going to stop me from doing what God's called me to do. I'm going to sing. I'm going to make CDs. I'm going to preach. I'm going to share my testimony. And you know what, devil? Bring it on.
If he can count the sparrow and he knows just what they need, then how much more is his love for us? If he runs to the weary and renews their strength, then he has shown us what it means to trust. That's how much he loves us. He gave his life. That's how much he treasures us. He became our sacrifice. We could never say enough how marvelous it was. That's how much he loves us. That's how much.
If he can count our teardrops and catch them when they fall, through mercy's eyes, that is what he sees. If he's close to the weary and loves the least of these, I know that includes me.
That's how much he loves us. He gave his life. That's how much he treasures us. He became our sacrifice. We could never say enough how marvelous it was.
How marvelous it was.
That's how
can never tell.
It goes beyond the highest star and reaches to the lowest hell. That's how much